Here's a really simple winter painting using only shades of blue and white. I'm taking Cobalt Blue, Blue Bonnet, which is a light blue, and a navy blue with some white on my mop brush and doing up and down strokes on my canvas, blending it a little bit. You can make it lighter or darker depending on however you feel, and then dry it for the next step. Now I'm going to take the same mop brush with some white and do kind of some rolling hills of snow at the bottom of my canvas. Don't worry if a little bit of blue gets in there because that's your shading. Looks a little bit more natural that way. Now the only other brush we're going to use is a fan brush in this picture. So I'm taking it and kind of tilting the handle towards me and tapping upward, up into a point. And when I get to the very tip, I turn it and make a tap for the tip. You can just keep tapping it or bounce it like a bunny up to a point and it looks like a tree, like a snowy Christmas tree. You can make them big or small. Just remember that the kind of zigzag pattern you're going in is larger at the bottom, and then think of the shape of a tree. It goes up to a point. So I have a big one kind of going off the picture there. You can make the branches really crazy looking on the outside. Or really trimmed like some of the tree farmers do. They trim them into a point. And you can add as many trees as you want. I did 4 there, and then you can fix up the bottoms. I go back in with a little bit of blue and white on my brush. So it looks good that way, but I'm gonna make this interesting. Let's do a big one up in the front. You can layer them to make it look like a forest. So I'm just bouncing the brush back and forth. It kind of evolves over time. You just keep adding texture wherever you want. I'm going to fix it up here. I'm going to do a little bit of shading now at the bottom and then go back in with my fan brush with a little bit of white, but I'm going to use the dark navy now and add some shading to my trees, kind of the opposite of what we do in the silhouette paintings I've shown you. I just like to add a little bit of shading, make it look three-dimensional. I'm not using quite as much paint as I did when I formed them with the white, just a little bit. And if you get too much, you just go back in with white paint to cover it up. And then as a final touch, just bounce in some snow at the very bottoms of the trees, and don't forget the splatter snow. See, look how easy that is. You can make it more detailed. You could even decorate them for Christmas, but if you're looking for an easy winter painting, this is the one to do.